First of all, I'd like to give my condolences to Lupita and the entire family. I'm joined alongside by Major Whitaker, and we both work closely with Ramon in the Vehicular Crimes Division. I had the honor and pleasure to work and supervise Ramon for 13 years when we were both signed to the Vehicular Crimes Division. I say the word supervise lightly because Ramon was just one of those guys who really didn't need much supervision. He was a dependable person who came to work every day, and he just did his job. You could call him at any time, night or day, and he was always ready to roll. I can count numerous times that I called him, woke him up, asked him to come in early, and he was there. When I think of Ramon, there are many things I think of, but just a few are respected. He was respected by his peers, his family, and everybody that encountered him. Giving, he was always giving and thinking of others. Quick-witted, I can't tell you how many times he made us laugh on scenes by his quick wit and humor. And he loved his family. He always talked about Lupita and the children. And we can't forget about what a huge Dallas Cowboy fan he was. You only had to watch one game with him, and you knew then. I don't know if it was by design or just ironic when Ramon transferred to District 3 from the jail, but there could not have been a better match than pairing him with Deputy David Hennessy as his field training officer. Two of the biggest Dallas Cowboy fans in the world. I probably would have thought there was not much talk about police work in the patrol car, and it was probably all Dallas Cowboy talk back then. But David, you trained a dang good cop. David shared with me that he and Ramon still talked and texted every time the Dallas Cowboys played. Ramon transferred from District 3 to the Vehicular Crimes Division in January of 2006. Most of us didn't even know Ramon. We knew very little about him, but we quickly realized he was a perfect fit for the division. Ramon was one of those guys we quickly learned we could depend on, and he was a go-to guy. He was always there to help others, whether it was with an investigation, translating, or helping someone with a project on his regular days off. There were many long days and nights in that division. There were days we would come on duty at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we would watch the sunrise the next morning. Ramon would never complain. He would just get the job done. We just all knew we better have him home by noon on Sundays during football season so he could watch his beloved Cowboys. We nicknamed him Romo for obvious reasons, and most of us that were there back in the day still call him Romo. He was always Romo to me. Ramon always enjoyed spending time with his family and his co-workers. On one occasion, a group of the VCD guys and their families were spending some off time together in the country. Freddie and Omar had caught some fish, but they didn't have a stringer. Lupita, with her quick thinking, thought of how to keep the fish. She asked Ramon for his shoestrings. Ramon gave up his shoestrings, and they became the stringer for the fish, till he could clean them. She later gave back the shoestrings to him. He put them back on, and she told him she'd wash them when they got home. I'm not sure how that car smelled on the way home, but I can only imagine. Just a few weeks ago, Ramon was on his way home from work at 10 o'clock at night. He saw a CSU truck, one of our CSU trucks, stopped on the side of the road with a flat tire. He wasn't immediately able to stop, but he came to the next exit and made a U-turn. Before he could get back to the CSU truck, he received a phone call from the deputy's husband, who was 45 minutes away. And for y'all that know Sean, that's probably like an hour and 30 minutes away. Ramon answered and said, "You're calling me about Kathy, right?" Sean answered, he says, "Yeah, how'd you know?" Ramon replied, "There isn't but one red-headed female in CSU, and I saw her on the side of the road." Ramon didn't call for a friendly record or anything like that. He just changed the tire himself. That's the type of guy Ramon was. He was always there to help someone. In 2019, Ramon stopped by my office one afternoon and told me he was going to take the sergeant's exam. I was so excited that he was going to take the next step in his career because we had all witnessed in the division how he had developed from a rookie in the division to a leader and a mentor. He mentored the new boots and took them under his wing. I knew that he would continue to develop and mentor the young deputies when he became a sergeant, and he did just that. Ramon achieved his goal and was promoted in June of 2020. He remained in the Vehicular Crimes Division, which was undoubtedly due to his knowledge and also his leadership abilities that were recognized. The division was better because of it. I could probably tell you 100 more stories about Ramon, but this is just a glimpse of what type of person Ramon was. Although the past year and a half we're not working side by side, we frequently talk to each other. We would talk shop, but then we would always end up talking about family and, of course, his beloved Dallas Cowboys. We will cherish the memories of a true hero. We love you, and we will miss you, Ramon. Thank you.